Like coming by here real quick, and I wanted to talk to you guys real quick. And this is important, okay? And I want to talk about the subject of death magic, okay? Which they call necromancy. Um, Basically, death magic is necromancy. Now, is necromancy necessarily magic that you perform to murder somebody? No, you don't. That would possibly be protection. Um, there are rules to death magic, and I wanted to come and clear this up for a lot of people. Um, because there have been some people going around idiotically and trying to make it seem like they lit a candle and murdered somebody. Okay. And I think that it's been really scary for some people. And do I even have to mention at all? Like, honestly, we know that people doing that, perpetrating that fraud, are going to get karma. Okay. And then, even what will happen is you can become binded. Okay. You can become binded. You have to be justified in doing any kind of death magic. You have to really, really be justified. If somebody is a danger to you, uh, or if somebody is like making your life like a living hell, like taking away your peace, stalkers typically can succumb to death magic, necromancy. Nobody can just go and light a candle and murder somebody. Okay. If you believe that, then I feel bad for you. Okay. Because that's, and witchcraft in it within itself is not about going around terrorizing people. And I think that there are stalkers on this website that do go around just literally terrorizing people. So, of course, they would say that in their extreme idiocy. Okay. So, the rules of death magic. First of all, again, death magic is not about murdering somebody. I do death magic. I've been doing it almost every day, to be honest with you. And I was looking at Wikipedia, and I guess you could describe the death magic that I do as medieval. So it's where you take spirits, you work with spirits or either demons to manipulate for different purposes. Death magic is not even about murdering somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really disappointed in people, but I think that there's some people who are kind of suicidal. Okay. What I've noticed is that there has been a lot of people, and no, I don't, and will I never believe ever, ever, that, so, like, this girl that doesn't like me told me that she lit a candle and murdered my father. She's a lie. Okay. She's a liar. Now, it's really interesting, though. We're going to use that as an example. Um, First of all, death magic is a thing, and you can use it for for defense. You can use it for protection. If somebody is threatening your life, um, then you can do necromancy to protect yourself from death. Okay. Um, but I want to go to the reasons for that. Nobody can just go around practicing magic and doing whatever they want. It is definitely regulated. If that were the case, witchcraft would be outlawed and they would still be hanging witches and burning us. If that were the case. If somebody could just say, oh, I just want to light a candle on a whim and murder somebody, trust me, witchcraft would be outlawed. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. But I think that death magic is very, very real, and it typically can be used on people that mean you harm, that mean you actual real harm. And I'm talking about famine. If somebody is trying to bring famine into your life, homelessness, anything that will do irreparable damage to your life, you can use it on them. Okay. And however, I want to talk about this whole thing where people are going around stating that if you speak ill on the dead, then something's going to happen. Someone speaking ill on a dead person is not justification for death magic. It's not, and it never will be. Okay. And, I've had people saying bad things about, trying to think. I've had people saying bad things about my father since he passed away. And, well, those people actually already are good candidates. Like, literally, I would be justified in doing death magic on those people, not just for that, but for other things that they have been doing, which would be harassment and stalking. Okay. However, uh, you know, to say that if somebody says, hey, or they disrespect a deceased person, that doesn't mean that you can wish death or do death magic on an alive person. It just, and I don't know, like people think that they can just make up the rules as they go along, but they don't. You don't make the rules. You want to. There's some people that want to. They really want to, really, really, really bad. They want to really bad. I know that the people or the person that hates me is extremely racist. Okay. And she would really, really, really love to see me, my whole family dead. She'd love to see every black person on this planet dead. It just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just one of those things that, um, again, this person that I'm speaking about is factually not a witch, but is factually very mentally ill. So it's something that I don't think about, but I think that when people see people doing certain things and saying certain things, I think that it kind of freaks people out a little bit. And I think that that's those people's intention. Do not let those people scare you away from necromancy or magic or witchcraft because they're acting crazy. Okay. Um, and so, and I think that here's what will give a lot of people peace on what happened, because this person basically tried to take credit for my father's death. My father passed away because of his own doing, period. Had nothing to do with nobody doing death magic on him. Had nothing to do with that. It was his own doing. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, I'm not going to go into detail. It's nobody's business. And it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? That's why my father passed away. The person, I can tell y'all one thing, that the person that lied about that, I threw the cards on them earlier, and I got, let me see if I can, I think, oh man, I got a lot of negative cards on that person though. So, and you'd have to really, really, like, honestly, you would have to really, really be in a very dark place to claim something like that, especially against someone that has done nothing to you. Like, I don't know why. It was very weird and bizarre. All of a sudden, this one person just flipped out, started acting cray cray, which is not uncommon for this person. This has been a pattern of behavior that this person has had. And he felt like he was going to take the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I don't trip off of, but I think that a lot of people are looking like, whoa, well, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. In fact, um, I think that there are some people that are really showing their true colors. And I think that those people are consumed by hate, which, if this person is doing death magic to murder somebody, that person is going to be consumed by their own hatred, which typically is what ends up happening to some people. Um, so, death magic is not about murdering somebody, not always. You have to be very justified. Now, let's say that somebody decides to conjure up some spirits of poverty or famine or vagabond spirits against you. You have every right to send those spirits back. If a person, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Somebody that's a person that is literally stalking a person. I think that because this did come from a stalker, a confirmed stalker. She is a stalker. And I think that stalkers want to believe that they can drag people with them. No. A lot of people that are stalking people in that way, like gang stalkers have a lot of heavy, heavy, heavy energy around them of destruction. Okay, it may not even be death, but it's just destruction. This is the reason why you have to choose your friends very wisely and be careful. You have to be justified in that for it to even work. You have to be justified. You have to have a reason to actually wish death on this person. You have to actually have a reason. You can't just go around and say, oop, boop, bippity boppity boop. I want that person to die and I want that person to die. And that's not how that works. Okay. I wanted to come and assure y'all, do not be afraid of that girl. Don't ever be afraid of that girl. Okay. Her cat is in more danger than any of us. She has a cat over there at her house. I'm actually quite concerned about that poor animal. Yeah. So I wanted to come and say that. I think I'm gonna go live from my main channel to let people know that this chick don't have the power to murder nobody. just in case. Nobody has any reason to be afraid of Michelle. No, nobody has any reason to be afraid of her. And I think that it's about attention with her. But, like I said, if somebody like is having a devastating effect on your life, you know, like for example, a psychics can be a pain in the ass. Psychics can actually go blind from using their psychic vision to harm people. There's rules that everybody has to abide by. So, a gang stalker or somebody that's crazy, no, they do not have the power to just murder somebody, especially a gang stalker, because, gang stalkers need to be careful with their gang stalking because, something can happen to them. Okay, can't no gang stalker do it. No. Okay, I understand that we look around at the world and we think, oh, the world is corrupt. The world is corrupt. So, what does that have to do with magic and witchcraft? Nothing. Totally different, two totally different things. That has nothing to do with magic and witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Magic and witchcraft has not been corrupted. People have been corrupted. This is what I don't like. I don't like it when people try to use witchcraft to do harm to people when they should be using it to heal themselves, when they should be using it to better their lives. That's kind of stupid. Whatever. But I feel like there's quite a few people who are going to create some negative karma for themselves. And I really honestly feel as though the reason why this person did this is because of their tenderness and sensitivity to words and being talked about. I want to look like Billy Badass because I can't stop watching people or watching a person that talks about me constantly. Well, that's her problem. It's not nobody's fault that you can't control who you listen to. And then when you do listen to them, you can't control your feelings. So what this person did, I'm gonna expose this person on my other channel in a minute here because I feel like people need to hear the truth. So I'll be doing that on my other channel. I went live straight from my phone because I wanted to see how many viewers I would get in here. Not that many. My other channel, I got like 4,000 views on that video on that live I did earlier. I was like, wow. Anyway, um, I'll expose that person in a minute. Just to ease you guys' mind, don't believe the hype. Period. Do not believe the hype. Don't believe it for 1 second. The hype. And with that being said, I will see y'all later. Okay, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. And I'm about to go live right now on my main channel so that I can expose Michelle Diable and her BS. Okay. So, all right. I'll see y'all later. Blessings. Bye.